It's time to slam, because in this morning's Positively Portland, we're looking ahead to Verselandia, the poetry competition that pits Portland high schoolers against each other in a spirited battle of the wits.
Yes, Thursday, the stage at the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall becomes a dueling ground for our young wordsmiths. So with a preview of this year's bombastic competition, we have Andrew Proctor, Executive Director at Literary Arts, and Olivia Jones-Hall, the organization's Director of Youth Programs. Good morning to you both.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks so much for having us.
Thanks for being here. Yeah. I am not talented enough to attempt any kind of poetry here, but instead, Andrew, I wanted to talk about Literary Arts, such an awesome organization in town for all of our lovers of lit. Tell us about it.
Well, thanks so much for having us, and I love that we led with Dr. Seuss,
right?
One of the great authors of all time. It was beautiful. That was really beautiful, so I really appreciate that setup. Yeah, Literary Arts has been around for 40 years. We were last, I think, here with you on this couch. We were talking about the opening of our new headquarters. So a 14,000 square foot facility with a bookstore and a cafe, and so we hope you all come down and join us. But we've been here for 40 years serving readers and writers all across the state. So we run the Portland Book Festival, the Portland Arts and Lectures. We run the Oregon Book Awards and Fellowships program, which supports writers. And we also reach 4,000 high school students every year through our youth programs.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, that's just so awesome. And slam poetry is so cool. I remember being obsessed with it when I was in high school. So talk about what Verselandia is and coming up this week.
Yeah, Verselandia is a championship slam poetry event for high school students in Portland and East Multnomah County, and it's the culminating event of school slam. So all of these students have already won qualifying slam at their schools.
Very cool. Okay, this might be a silly question, but what exactly qualifies as slam poetry?
Absolutely, it's performance poetry. So it's also called spoken word, and the art of it is as much in the performance as it is in the actual poem. So the students have written original poems, and they're also, they're really performing it. It's about actually like taking up space, being loud, telling everyone.
But in that performance, there's no costumes, no props. You really do kind of have to just put all of yourself out there on the stage.
Just them, all alone.
That's intimidating.
It certainly is. Is there a theme this year, or what are the guidelines? Are kids just allowed to, talk about whatever?
Yes, actually, we encourage it. We want them to share their point of view, their perspective. It's really important. The guidelines really are that it has to be original, no props, like you said, no music, and that it's within a time limit. But other than that, they have free reign over what they want to share with us.
Wow, that is so cool. Andrew, when we look at the lifelong impact that getting involved in stuff like this as a teen can have, do you see that carry throughout your life?
Absolutely. I mean, I would encourage everybody watching to come down and hear these students perform. I mean, it takes an enormous amount of courage to get up on the stage of the Arlene Schnitzer Concert Hall, let alone to recite a poem about your lived experience. Like, it's a really remarkable thing to do. We're teaching students to say what they mean, to say it in front of a huge audience, to practice public speaking, and to be bold about the things that they care about. And it's really important, especially at this moment where we feel pretty fractured as a community sometimes, as a country, to come down and hear these students and hear them perform and support them. These have lifelong, lasting impact. Students will remember this probably for the rest of their lives.
Sure.
It's an enormous chance to be in our nicest concert hall where they absolutely belong. So we are just so thrilled and honored by them, and their performances are really remarkable.
I mean, that is just such an amazing opportunity, and like you said, I'm sure they remember it as a lifelong opportunity. What are some other youth programs happening that you guys can offer?
Absolutely, we do in-school creative writing residencies through Writers in the Schools. We have a college essay workshop program that we do at schools throughout Portland and East Multnomah County, and we also have a Students to the Schnitz program where we give books and tickets to students so they can attend our other events at the Schnitz.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. And that the reading, the writing, the communication skills, we were just talking about it earlier this morning on the show. No matter what your topic area is, no matter what you're interested in, those skills help you across the board throughout your whole life. So to have access to that, how can folks get involved if there are students out there watching who think, hey, this might be for me? What should they do?
Absolutely. I mean, a great way to get involved with anything happening at your school is to get in contact with your librarians. Those
there you go.
Really important folks to us. Also, just reach out to me. Anytime my email is on our website, and I would love to hear from students who want to get involved, and we have so many opportunities to do so. Yes, don't be shy.
That's wonderful. Well, Olivia, Andrew, thank you both so much for joining us. Have
Thanks for
fun
having
this
us.
week, and I'm excited to hear how it turns out.
Thanks so much.
Thanks for having us.
Get those tickets for Thursday night. Verselandia happening this Thursday at the Schnitz. Tickets just $20. The event starts at 7 o'clock. You can learn more about it right now on KOIN.com.